Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I am going to be talking about all things related to the Disney audition and what to expect, how to prepare, and just inside information from somebody that's actually got the job over there. So I actually successfully passed the audition. I still have no idea how. I could not tell you. I actually think that something's got mixed up and they have picked the wrong person. I don't get it. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about it in this video. So I have my iPad here full of questions that people regularly ask me about the job. So question number one is, where did I go for the audition? I auditioned in Leeds City Centre. There are other auditions in like London, for instance. I do think there are others in the UK, but I'm not too sure on that. It does link to the next question, is how to apply. So how to apply is I basically went on to Disney's website. So I googled Disney jobs, not just like Disney's normal website, just Disney's jobs and like careers in Disney. And you go onto the section that you like in entertainment and performance, and then you go down to auditions. It is quite hard to find, but if you go to the auditions bit, it then comes up with the upcoming auditions. So I had seen this a few months prior. It doesn't say where in Leeds it will be yet, until a few days before. But yeah, it just basically says on the website that there's an audition. That's all you need. You do not need to hand in an application, you don't need to fill forms, you just go to that audition. So what did I do to prepare for the Disney audition? Basically, I just googled loads of different questions I had and tried to find the answers. I did struggle with this because there aren't actually that many people that have spoke about the audition process and what it was like for them. So hopefully this video will be helpful for other people that are wanting to audition and are having the same questions and doubts. So yeah, I just googled it. Then in the morning I did some stretching because I did know that I was going to be doing some dancing. Another thing that sounds so ridiculously stupid is what you wear. Like, what you wear is actually really important on this audition. Do not, like, whatever you do not turn up to the Disney audition in Disney merchandise. You will look like a fool. They don't take you seriously. I did know this before the audition. You'll look embarrassing because you look like you're like their #1 fan. They don't want that. They want people that are professional in the job. So don't wear Disney merchandise. It also sounds silly, but people did go dressed in this. Don't wear dresses and don't wear jeans. Like, you're going to be dancing, you're going to be acting. Like, you have to move your body, so don't wear stuff that restricts you from doing that. I recommend wearing like sporty stuff, so I wore joggers in a crop top. So anything from leggings, joggers, leotard, anything on them lines are perfect for the audition. So I have been asked, do you need an agent to get the job? Honestly, I do not have an agent. And I know some of my friends that do have an agent that haven't even helped them. So they are still paying this agent even though this agent didn't get them the job. All you need to do is just go to the audition and just see and have a blast. That is literally it. You don't need an agent, so don't stress about it if you don't have one. Right, I am just going to talk at you now for this next bit just about what the day consists of and what to expect. So when you first go to the audition, you wait in a room and it is full of people that are about to do the audition with you. You might actually know people, you might not, but I'm going to tell you a top tip. What you need to do is go talk to people, go sit in a group and just introduce yourself and get to know people, because one, it will make you feel so much more comfortable because you won't have this stress of what other people think about you, and also that people are actually watching you. The people that are going to audition you are watching how you interact with people, because the Disney job is about interaction. So if you've already ticked off the box that shows that you're good at interacting, as soon as you walk into the building, they are watching you. So interact, like honestly interact with people, get to know people. Even if they're not your cup of tea, get to know them. You're not going to know them in a couple more hours. You've just done the waiting room and then you go upstairs and you all just sit down, and a guy, honest to God, he was like, if you think of Disney, like put Disney into a guy. He was so ridiculously happy and excited, and he basically just sat and told you all the good things about the job, and everybody was sat there like, wow, like you wanted to do the job because it sounded so incredible. You then go and stand in lines and wait to get your height measured. At Disney, in the performance department, it is so important what your height is. Your height literally will determine if you get the job or not. I did think I was too small for the job because I am actually only 5 foot, but I am the dream height for the job. Like, I can do so much at Disney. So if you are really small, you're winning. If you're really tall, you're also winning. So it is Like, it doesn't matter what height you are. Don't think because I've just said your height matters that it's going to put you off. Go and see what they say about your height. In the waiting room, they have gave you numbers. So it literally is just so random. They will just go around and just give you numbers. I was sat closest to the door, so I got the second number, which meant I was always going to be one of the first. I actually preferred that because it meant I got everything out of the way so quick. I did not have to wait till the last person did it. Otherwise, I'd have been so nervous. So you've just been told about this job, so you're all excited because it sounds like the dream job. And then you go straight into the acting round. I love this round because I love acting, so it was right up my street. But basically, they just show you, like there's a dance instructor and she just teaches you a set of movements. So for instance, they tell you that you have just been given a present. And with this, you then have to act about the present. So you have to act if it's a big present or if it's a small present, if it's heavy, if it's light, like you have to act it out. So everybody's is different, nobody's is the same. You've learnt it, you go over it a few times, and then you all stand in lines in front of the judges and in front of the mirror. Everybody is actually still watching you, so everybody stands at the side apart from a group of 10. And they're literally just based on your numbers. So I was in the first group, which meant I actually went first. And basically, I just stood there. They asked you to do it to a piece of music. You just did it, and then you stood and waited. They then played a music over it while they stood and talked about who they want to stay and who they want to go. They literally do it so fast. I think it's that if they call your number, that means you haven't been successful, which then means you have to walk all the way back to where everyone stood to collect your stuff, to then walk back across everybody to leave in the exit. It is brutal, like it honestly is brutal. Don't feel completely disheartened if you don't get through, because Disney are looking for certain things. When they go to that audition, they know what they want. It might be a lookalike, it might be a certain height range. Like, don't feel disheartened if you get sent home. So everybody does this first round. Some people are sent home, some people are staying. But basically after this, it then goes straight into the dancing round. So you don't have a break, it just goes straight into it. And again, you get a lady stood at the front teaching you a dance routine. I found this so ridiculously challenging. Like, I am not a technical dancer. I haven't had training in dancing. I can't do all these flips and tricks, and that I don't have the ability to do that. However, at the start of the audition, they basically said, in this dancing round, don't stress about your actual dancing. Be concerned about what your face is doing, because your face tells the story. If you've messed up in a dance, don't let your face show it. Carry on like nothing has happened, because that's what they're looking for. They are wanting you to show expression in your face. I can't remember how long the dance was. I just remember it feeling like forever. But I don't know if it's just because I was stressed and yeah. But like, no audition dance is the same. So I don't know if people have put like videos up of them, but they're not the same. Like, I did this horrendous one. Like, it was horrible. It had leaps and everything in it, which I cannot do. So I had all this stuff in it. But my friends got a different one that was so ridiculously easy compared. So like, they're not the same. Don't expect it to be the same as what your friends might have told you or what other people might have told you, because it won't be. They change all the time. You've done this dance stage, you've done this acting stage. You have basically passed this audition already. That's it. You get told that you basically passed this audition. Because there is actually no other stages, it's just acting and dancing. However, you then get put in lines and they come question you about different things. For instance, have you got piercings and where? Have you got tattoos and where? So if you were going to be a lookalike and had a massive tattoo on your cheek, it wouldn't go down very well. It's little things. Some things are coverable, some things aren't. So if you do have a massive tattoo, don't stress about it. Still go to the audition, because there is still a chance that they will want you, because some things can be coverable with makeup. But yeah, so it's basically just that, they just question you. So if you have been successful in all these rounds, you then get to the end where they basically say, congratulations, you have successfully passed this audition. You then have to sit down and just fill out some forms. For instance, like, where do you live, what your email address is, what's your phone number, have you worked at Disney before? Like, you have to just fill out a little form. So you have just done every round, you have just got all the way to the end, and they just tell you that you have been successful in the audition. They will then go on to giving you this blue card which says congratulations on passing your audition for Disneyland Paris. At this stage, you are so ridiculously over the moon that you have just been told you have been successful in the audition. So on this card, it does say you are now on our waiting list for up to 6 months for position to become available in your height range, talent level and availability dates. So Disney take all these factors into account when actually giving you the job. Just because you have been successful in the audition doesn't then mean you have the job. I was so ridiculously lucky and got told only 2 weeks after the audition. That doesn't tend to happen for people. Some people can wait a month, some people can wait 3 months. It all just depends on Disney and what they need at the time. If you have been on the waiting list for 6 months and haven't heard anything from Disney, then that does mean you have been unsuccessful and have to audition again. They do suggest don't audition in the 6 months because there is no point, you are still on the waiting list for them to recognise you. They are literally just waiting for a position to become available, and sometimes there aren't any, which therefore means that you are unfortunate and don't get given the job. On the card, it does say they will let you know as soon as they get the news on if a position is available. They do this via email, so make sure when you write all your details down on that form, you get your email right, because everything's via email. So yeah, they just tell you your contract, tell you your pay, and then they start sending you documents about the job that you have to fill out. So it's just to do with the fact that you're going to be living in France and the fact that you are having a new job and need a new contract. So like it says on that blue card, it says about availability dates. On the form that you will have wrote out, you have a start date of when you can start. So you could say straight away, or you could say, oh, in 3 months, for instance. You then write an end date. If you don't have an end date in mind, like I didn't, you don't put one. You don't have to. But some people will put one, because some people can only work for 6 months, for instance, because of uni, because of work. It all depends on you. You write it. There are different contracts for different people. So for instance, there are open-ended contracts like what I've got. They mean you have no end date and mean you leave when you want to leave. But there are other contracts that can be seasonal. So for instance, there's Christmas contracts, there's Halloween contracts, there's summer contracts. People have different contracts depending on what Disney wants and depending on what you need. So I am going to end this video here. I feel like I've answered all the questions that people have been asking me. If I haven't, I am going to leave my social media down in the description box below. So just message me over there and I can answer them there for you. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope it's been helpful to anybody that is auditioning. If you are auditioning though, I do wish you the best of luck, and hopefully I can see you in the future at Disney. But until then, please go like and subscribe if you found this video interesting and beneficial at all. And yeah, that's literally it. So I will see you later.